Finna do it. Finna do it. I did it. Couldn't help it. That tastes bad. Hey, we 14 days. No cigarette. No black and mild. No Vape. No nicotine. Past couple days, I've been getting the best sleep. When I wake up, I feel rested, recharged, and ready to go. And I feel like a dream, letting go. Letting go and letting God. One scripture that helped me in the days leading up to this was Exodus 4:2. Moses didn't believe in himself, right? He was doubting himself. And God asked him, "What's that rod in your hand? What's that rod in your hand?" Moses said, "It's a staff." God said, "Throw it on the ground." So he threw it on the ground and it turned into a snake, a serpent. Moses ran from it. God said, "Pick it up by his tail." So Moses reached out his hand and he caught it. And it turned right back into a staff. God was telling me to let go. Let go of this one thing. And I'll make sure you're all right, man. I told God to use me, use my vessel for his glory. I call on the Spirit and I call on Jesus. Beautiful things happen. When I was out there running this morning, got me a couple miles in, I noticed, like how I said in my last video, that my lungs is healing themselves, right? Because I got asthma. And usually when I get out here and hit this block, right, my asthma flare up just a little bit. I don't even use my inhaler though. Like I don't need my inhaler because I learned that if I just breathe, right, practice box breathing and just regular breathing, that I don't need that inhaler. And I noticed that when I was running, my asthma did not flare up. I'm like, huh. But ironically, you know, it's always something. Yesterday I did some lunges and some squats, right? So my legs was like kind of like sore. But my legs got to get stronger so I can run longer, right? And so grateful, man, that, you know, I can run and not, at least as far as my breathing, get tired, exhausted. You know, I can't breathe, shortness of breath, SOB. That's what I wanted, man. I want to breathe. I'm trying to make it, man. I'm gonna make it. And I just had to let go of that one thing, man, because it's gonna open many doors. It already opened a few. Only by the grace of God. And when I'm out there running, man, it get hard sometimes, because sometimes I can make it around. I can go without stopping. Sometimes I can make it further than other times, right? But I realize that it's all in my mind, right? Because my mind like to lie to me. My mind like to make stuff up. And lie. My mind do not want me to win. Most of the time. Telling me to stop. Telling me to give up. Go back to my old habits. Go back to what's comfortable. And I gotta recognize that. Catch that. When I'm out there running, I try to remember that, my mind is ready to give up before my body is, right? My body ready to go 2.5 miles. Maybe not nonstop, but it's ready to do it. Maybe even 5. But my mind ready to give up after 20 feet. Ain't that something? I think it's just saying what, I gotta program my mind, right? To do what I want it to do, not what it want to do. Because it want to lie. You know what I'm saying? And the Spirit, Jesus, the way, the truth, and life, and the light, is going to tell it otherwise. And you say, what the mind does, what the mind thinks the body follows, right? Or the body, it's saying something like the body follows the mind, or something like that. The mind thinks the body will follow, something like that. And I try to remember that, man. Because we got 2 different brains, right? You got a left brain and a right brain. Your left brain is about logic, analytical, numbers, reasoning, and just stuff that makes sense. Your right brain, however, is about creativity, intuition, not so logical, right? Imagination, artistic, and that's where God lives. God said, cast from the right side of the boat. And so even though my mind is telling me, give up, you're not gonna make it. You can't make it that far, dude. Like, you only gonna get this far before you're gonna stop. My other mind is saying, dude, you can make it all the way around. And sure enough, when I believe the one that say you can do it, I damn sure can make it all the way around without stopping. I've done it multiple times. Especially when I'm focused on that. When I put my focus on that, I will make it to my destination. And I'm not gonna always get there in one go. And that's okay. But they say persistence will beat talent any day of the week. And twice on Saturday. I mean, twice on Sunday. And try to keep that in mind. As long as I keep stirring up this gift, God say, stir up the gift that is in you through the laying on of my hands. If I just keep doing that, everything will be all right. God say, lean on, do not lean on your own understanding. God know better than me. I don't know jack. I'm talking squat. And I trust him, man. Like, I trust him. Getting more in tune with my body and getting more in tune with nature help me get closer to God and hear his voice and recognize his call. I got a poem I want to share. I wrote it not that long before I moved to Tennessee. When I was living in Ohio. And it's ironic the meaning it has now in my life and at this exact moment. Because I used to have all of them memorized. I got a few that I shared on here, but a lot of them I haven't. And I had to go and look at, I was going to look for a different one to share with y'all, but I came across this one, right? And it was just, it was like, wow. But go like this. I kicked down that door. It hit the ocean floor. I ain't see nothing to my right, but to my left, I see 4 fire-breathing dragons, a turtle, and a wagon. I tried to run away, but I can't, my pants sagging. I dove off the boat and landed on my face. Touchdown, safe and sound, I just took a leap of faith. Baby, hey. The baby A wasn't a part of that, I just added that in there. But, take that however you want to take it. Like I said, the meaning that I wrote with it is it's like, wow. And I wrote a lot of stuff, like that kind of like makes sense now. Let me know if you would like to hear more of my poetry. Because now that I didn't look back into it, like it's kind of like inevitable that I start writing them again, especially like once I start rememorizing my old ones and become passionate for it again. Even a couple weeks ago, like I was getting ready to write a little rap song because that's where it started. Like I realized that I could write when I was like 15, 16. Me and my homie had a little at his house. We made a whole little studio and we would rap. I even actually got a song out with him. My only song, my first song I made with him. And my dude, man, Mexican. But and I just remember that I was good at writing, and all my homies would tell me like, dude, like you got it, bro. Like I remember one time one of my homies, DQ, he was like, because I didn't really take it serious, bro. I would just do it just because like they would either tell me to or just because it was just the vibe, you know, smoking and just having a little sessions and freestyling and stuff like that, And they still write, like all my homies, they still rapping, like even my brothers, bro, they still all write and make music to this day. And I never really like wanted to take it serious, but I just was like, okay, I'll take poetry serious because it's not as serious, but hey. But one of my homies, one day he was like, well, we'd be doing like freestyles and stuff, and I had wrote a nice little couple bars or whatever, but we never did nothing with it. Like I just did it for fun because I enjoyed it. And this is probably when we was probably like 18, 19. And I remember like a couple months later, he memorized my whole little rap. I'm like, nigga, how you remember that? I don't even remember that. He was like, nigga, cause like, bro, you good at this shit. Like, I still listen to some of his music too. Like, he got music all on YouTube. But I just remembered that, man, and I just enjoy it. Like, it just fun. Like, just like how I make these videos. I do it because I like doing it. Eventually, if I keep doing it, the money will come, right? I cleared out this stream a little bit to make way, so I'll go a little bit further, because it was kind of like blocked off, but I know Mother Nature's smiling at me like cause I like kayaking, man. It's pretty good, man. I don't know, maybe next video we go to a whole lake or something. I'm gonna see if I can make my way to like a bigger, I don't know, like a reservoir or a lake or a pond even. Cause I keep getting, it's very shallow and it's a lot of like rocks and stuff. Like that rug, that rug was, I was getting, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a rug right here. That rug, yeah, it was like all in, it was right there in the middle, and I had to clear it, like I had to get in here and move it over there because I kept getting stuck at that one spot. I couldn't even make it all the way back there unless I sit here and like shove my way through. But now we can get all the way back there, and it was fun getting in here. I mean, kind of scary too, because I have no idea what's in here. And there's actually next time I would never do that again, because now I need to like get like some roots, because I got in here with my sandals and they kept falling off. I'm like, okay. Oh, but it felt so good. It was, oh my gosh, it was like when I found like some worn mud and leaves. Oh my gosh, it was like heaven. But hey man, it's a 20-minute video. Made it all the way to the end. Go ahead and type in the comments 222. Put 222 in the comments, man, with a lightning bolt emoji. yeah, go ahead and drop some stingers. And catch you next video. Thanks for watching.